David Dobrik on his company being in disaster. David Dobrik has had his hands full these past few weeks because of his new business venture, Dobrik's Pizza. Last November, he opened his restaurant and people quickly flocked to try out his product. He's a famous YouTuber and people would naturally get curious about what he's been up to. David has been very vocal about his plans for his pizza place and some things that would really surprise his fans. In an interview with Entertainment Tonight, he openly discussed his plans for his YouTube channel. He admitted that editing his videos for YouTube consumed so much of his time and he wanted to spend less time editing because of his restaurant. He had been dreaming for years of opening his own pizza place and now it finally became a reality. His restaurant was modeled after the basement from the TV series That 70s Show. He wanted the people to feel at home and comfortable in his restaurant. I think it goes back to creating a fun experience where everyone just comes in and they go in as they please, and now I finally have a place like that, but for the public. Recently, he was named by Snapchat as one of the most viewed creators. He felt that it was easier to use the platform because it required less time for video editing. Snapchat is just the best because I can literally go about my regular day and just do regular things. With YouTube, you're always trying to make sure something is funny. He knew that managing a restaurant needed his full attention and supervision, so making videos was off the table for now. He just hoped that his fans would see his passion for his newly opened business. Many fans were wondering what pushed David to leave YouTube and enter the food business. He's one of the most well-known content creators, and a lot of people were waiting for his next uploads. He used to post and update his YouTube channel, but suddenly he seemed not to care about it at all. He just disappeared without giving any explanations to his fans. Of course, we all knew the reasons for his hiatus. He left YouTube because of the controversy between him and Jeff Wittek. Jeff had filed a lawsuit against him, and this could be overwhelming. The last thing he needed was to be the subject of hate and criticism. These were all speculations because David had been silent about his issue with Jeff. Many of David's friends revealed that he was done making videos. He was done with YouTube videos because he had apparently done everything. He became famous because of YouTube. He made many fun videos and some controversial ones. He's lost friends and gained some because of his fame and fortune. If you recall, David said in December 2021 that he would possibly quit YouTube. He said,
I think I did what I wanted to do with the vlogs. I think I made it's like the typical when a late night show host is about to quit, he's like, I've done everything I wanted to do here.
Right.
I did it. I had fun. I got to do something else. And the audience watches wow, you have the best job in the world.
Yeah.
But the late night show is no, I've done 1,000 episodes. I kind of want to do something else.
He said the same thing again earlier last year, that he was planning to stop making videos for good because he did not find them fun anymore.
There's different days where I do and different days where I don't. I'm so happy with the videos I've created, and I made so many of them where I'm I've completed everything I wanted to finish on YouTube. I'm really content with those videos.
Fans felt sad and disappointed because David just left without saying goodbye. He owed it to his fans to explain to them what really happened to him and what made him decide to leave. They would understand and accept whatever his explanation was, but he never took the time to make a video for his departure from his channel. Content creators come and go, but all of them have made one final video. Saying a proper goodbye is the least they can do for their fans, who have shown their undying love and support. But David never did this, and this hurt a lot of his fans. It was so unlike him because David usually updates his fans on whatever projects he's working on. There were some fans who were saying that he did not say goodbye because he was not leaving. He was just taking a short break and taking his mind off all the drama he was involved in. No one knows exactly when he'll come back, but they are pretty certain that he will be back to making videos because he needed a place to channel his creativity. Some fans thought that David would make a video promoting his new restaurant and perhaps addressing his hiatus, but he didn't do this. This just means that he has no plans to make videos anytime soon. Fans would just have to wait for a really long time for any updates about David's YouTube channel. You may not see him on YouTube anymore, but David is very much present on Snapchat. He admitted in his interview that he now prefers using Snapchat because it's more chill. He didn't have to edit his videos heavily. He could just post random things without worrying about editing them and making sure that people would like them. He admitted that he could not open his restaurant if he continued making videos for his YouTube channel. He wanted to personally supervise the ins and outs of his pizza place and wanted it to be big and successful. He had shared in his podcast that he had plans to open Dobriks in different locations, like San Diego, Miami, and New York. He felt like pizza made people happy, and he wanted to be the reason for their happiness. He couldn't stop talking about how his pizza would bring people together and make their day even better. Well, this is true because a good pizza could definitely take away our blues. However, he said something that was unexpected. No one expected that David would want to own a hotel one day. He had been very honest from the beginning that he loved creating fun experiences for people, just like what he was doing with his YouTube videos. This time, he desired something tangible and in the real world. He admitted that he was worried and nervous about what people had to say about his businesses, especially his pizza place. People were bound to say something negative, but he said that so far he had been hearing good reviews. Customers would approach him and tell him how much they loved his pizza and that it was really good. Now, this is funny because no one would dare say to his face that they did not like his pizza. Some people would probably go to his restaurant to see him, take a picture of him, and go home. Some people who waited in line during the opening of Dobrik's admitted that they only came to see David. One person said, "He's a big YouTuber and I'm doing a vlog too. I learned a lot from him. It will be a good experience to take a video with him." Another person said that she only came because it was all over social media. "I've been seeing it a lot on social media, so it's kind of like one of those FOMO things and fear of missing out. I was just curious." Reviews about his restaurant were starting to flood the internet, but they were not as good as he said they would be. They were not as bad as well. They were just honest and real feedback from real people about his restaurant. He's just new to this business, so David probably expected that people would say something that would help him improve his restaurant service and food. One customer said that he only got to try a few pizzas because some were unavailable. He wrote, "The pepperoni pizza was surprisingly sweet. The sauce and pepperoni added some sweetness to the hot, thick-cut pizza. The vodka pizza has a nice tang to it, and the cheese was seasoned with some spice to add to the flavor. The cheese pizza was the blandest, even though the sauce and style of pizza made up for it." Another customer took to TikTok to share his experience at Dobrik's. He said,
"Got the hot honey pepperoni, which they said is their most popular. The bread was pretty doughy, light and airy. Pepperoni was thick, but I didn't really taste the honey or spiciness on it. To me, nothing was special about it. Next, I tried his vodka pizza. David said this was his most favorite that he could eat every day. To me, it tasted like a cheese bread. Could not taste any vodka flavor to it. I got vodka sauce on the side, which they offer, and with that dipped, it tasted much better with vodka flavor. Then I tried the meat lover pizza. It wasn't quite loaded with meat, but I did get more flavor with the meat and pepperoncini than the pepperoni slice."
One person wrote on Yelp, "Don't listen to all these David haters. We're here for the pizza, not for his past. I wasn't too sure what to expect, and with most celebrity things, they're just hype. Not this. This is great pizza. The dough is nice and the sauce is good, but the real MVP is the honey. The pepperoni and honey mix is amazing. I also tried the vodka pizza, and it was a tough choice to pick which one was better. I loved them both. Also, the staff was awesome, very friendly even after a long day of craziness." Some people on Yelp have been disappointed with Dobrik's because they were expecting so much more from David because he could afford to hire the best chef to make the best pizza. I was going into this with low expectations, and I was right. I should have listened to my heart. This place is way overpriced for mediocre pizza. Don't buy into the hype, stick with your local pizza and support them. Some people find the price too steep. This was the most common complaint from Dobrik's customers. Its pizza and other food items were overhyped and overpriced. Overpriced and average in taste, there are better pizza places. Not good pizza, super overpriced. Honestly, tastes like cardboard and a cheap frozen store-bought pizza. There are many pizza spots in the area to go to instead. Save your money. There had also been complaints about the restaurant not serving the full menu or not having the option to buy the whole pizza. Some were complaining that the pizza was not hot anymore when served. There has also been a constant change in their opening hours, so people got confused about the exact time they would open. There were some who found it weird that there were no prices listed on the actual menu. This is so basic, but they still got it wrong. David had addressed each of these concerns. You can find their opening hours and the prices of all their pizzas and food items on their website. This is pretty normal to get this kind of review because David just opened his restaurant and he's still figuring out how to run it. It looked like he was willing to do everything in his power to satisfy all his customers. It's just impossible to get it right the first time. But the important thing is that David is open to any suggestions and constructive criticism to ensure that he'll continue doing a good job in his restaurant. Fans of David were also calling out haters who only posted bad comments and reviews about his restaurant because they didn't like him. They didn't go to his restaurant to try out his food. All they did was criticize and defame him in his restaurant. This is a warning to anyone who wants to try Dobrik's. You need to be careful when reading reviews online because many of them were written out of hate and resentment towards David. Have you tried Dobrik's? What can you say about David's new restaurant? Is it worth the hype? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Stay tuned for more videos. Are you not entertained? If you are, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.